Hello students, in this video we will be seeing DES and the strength of DES from Unit 2. The most widely used private key block cipher is the DES, that is Data Encryption Standard. It was adopted in 1977 by the National Bureau of Standards as Federal Information Processing Standard 46. DES encrypts data in 64 bits blocks using 56-bit key. The DES enjoys a widespread use. It has also been subject of much controversy in its security. In the late 1960s, IBM set up a research project in computer cryptography led by Horst Feistel. Then IBM developed Lucifer cipher which operates on blocks of 64 bits using a key size of 128 bits. It redeveloped as a commercial cipher with input from NSA and others. In 1973, NBS issued a request for proposals for a national cipher standard, and IBM submitted their revised Lucifer, which was eventually accepted as DES. Next, we will see about design controversy of DES. Before its adaptation as a standard, the proposed DES was subjected to intense and continuing criticism over the size of its key and classified design criteria. Recent analysis has shown, despite this controversy, this DES was well designed and it has accepted by various persons. DES has flourished and is widely used, especially in financial applications. It is still standardized for legacy systems with either AES or DDS for new applications. The overall scheme of DES encryption is illustrated in this picture, which takes as input 64 bits of data and of key. The left side shows the basic process for enciphering a 64-bit data block, which consists of an initial permutation which shuffles the 64-bit input block, a 16 rounds of complex key dependent round function involving substitutions and permutations, a final permutation being the inverse of IP. The right side shows the handling of 56-bit key and consists of an initial permutation of key PCI which selects 56-bit out of 64 bits input in two 28-bit hops. Next one, it also consists of 16 stages to generate the 48-bit subkeys using a left circular shift and a permutation of two 28-bit hops. The initial permutation given in the table is interpreted as follows. The input to a table consists of 64-bit numbered left to right from 1 to 64. The 64 entries in the permutation table contain permutation of the numbers from 1 to 64. Each entry in the permutation table indicates the position of a numbered input bit in the output, which is also consists of 64 bits. Numbers from bit 1, that is leftmost significant bit, to 32, 48, 64 bits, etc. to the rightmost least significant bits. Note that the examples are specified using hexadecimal. Here, a 64-bit plaintext value of the given number 675A69 67 5E 5A 6B 5A, which is written in left and right halves. After permutating with the input permutation, it becomes FFB 219 and the number which is shown here like this. DES round structure uses 32-bit left and right halves. Here we show the internal structure of DES round function F, which takes R half and subkey and process them through E and add subkey S and P. This follows the classic structure of a Feistel cipher. Note that the S boxes provide the confusion of data and key values. The permutation P then spreads this as widely as possible, so each S box output affects as many S box inputs in the next round as possible, which giving a diffusion. Next we will see about DES round structure. The picture which is shown here is the internal structure of DES round function F. The OR input is first expanded to 48 bits by using expansion table E that defines a permutation plus an expansion that involves duplication of 16 of the OR bits. The resulting 48 bits are XORed with Ki. The 48-bit results passes through a substitution function comprising of 8 S boxes which each map 6 input bits to 4 output bits, producing a 32-bit output which is then permutated by the permutation function P. The substitution consists of a set of 8 S boxes, each of which accepts 6 bits as input and produces 4 bits as output. The first and last bits of input to box Si form a 2-bit binary number to select one of 4 substitutions defined by the 4 rows in a table of Si. The middle 4 bits select one of 16th columns. The decimal values in cell selected by the row and column is then converted to its 4-bit representation to produce the output. The DES key schedule generates the subkeys needed for each data encryption round. The 64-bit key input is first processed by permuted choice 1. The resulting 56-bit key is then treated as two 28-bit quantities C and D. In each round, these are separately processed through a circular left shift rotation of 1 bit or 2 bits as shown in this picture. These shifted values serve as an input to the next round of the key schedule. They also serve as an input to permuted choice 2. DES decryption does the reverse process of DES encryption. As with any Feastal cipher, DES decryption uses the same algorithm as encryption except that the subkeys are used in reverse order from SK16 to SK1. If you trace through DES overview diagram, which is shown here, we can know that the decryption step on top to bottom with the reversed subkeys, which undoes the equivalent encryption step moving from bottom to top. Next is avalanche effect. A desirable property of any encryption algorithm is that a small change in either a plaintext or the key should produce the significant change in the ciphertext. In particular, a change in 1 bit of plaintext or 1 bit of key should produce a change in many bits of the ciphertext. If the change is very small, this might provide a way to reduce the size of the plaintext or key space to be searched. DES exhibits a strong avalanche effect. In the picture, we can see that input is changed by a 1 bit, whereas the hash sum, which is the output, is changed completely. Next, we will see about the strength of DES. Since its adaptation as a centralized standard, there have been remaining concerns about the levels of security provided by the DES in two areas. The first area is key size and the second area is the nature of algorithm used. With a key length of 56 bits, there are 2 power 56 possible keys, which is approximately 7.2 into 10 power 16 keys. So the brute force attack appeared to be impractical. Brute force attack is nothing but applying all possibilities to crack the password. However, DES was finally and definitively proved insecure in July 1998 when it was used in Electronic Frontiers Foundations and announced that it has broken the DES encryption using a special purpose DES cracker machine that was built for less than $250,000. The attack took less than 3 days. The EFF has published a detailed description of a mission enabling others to build their own crackers. And in 1997, the DES was used in a large network of computers within very few months after launch. Another concern is the possibility that cryptanalysis is possible by exploiting the characteristics of DES algorithm. The focus of concern has been the 8 substitution tables or S boxes that are used in each iterations. These techniques utilize some deep structure of the cipher by gathering information about encryptions so that eventually you can recover small or all of the subkey bits and then exhaustively search for the rest if there is any necessary occur. Generally, these are the statistical attacks which depends on the amount of information gathered for their likelihood of success. Attacks of their form include differential cryptanalysis, like linear cryptanalysis and related key attacks. Timing attack is one in which information about the key or the plaintext is obtained by observing how long it takes a given implementation to perform decryptions on various ciphertext. A timing attack exploits the fact that an encryption or decryption algorithm often takes slightly different amounts of time on different inputs. The AES analysis process has highlighted this attack approach and showed that it is a concern, particularly with the smart card implementation through DES, appears to be fairly resistant to the successful timing attacks. Next, we will see about DES design criteria. Although much progress has been made in designing block ciphers that are cryptographically strong, the basic principles have not changed. Some of the criteria used in the design of DES were reported in a paper COPP 94, and they focused on the design of the S boxes and on the P function that distributes the output of the S boxes. There are 7 criteria they have given for S boxes to provide nonlinearity, resistance to differential analysis, and good confusion. And they have given 3 criteria for permutations P to provide increased diffusion. Fine, we have come to the end of this topic. We will see the next topic in the next video. Thank you.